Hello, guys. Good day. This is Anna of Reinforcement Club, your fellow positive reinforcer. Today, I am going to share to you how I use the 2 minute rule to build consistent exercise and reading habits. Now, I'm pretty much sure that not all of you would be interested with reading and exercise habits. Some of you could be interested in art, like drawing or writing, or it could be doing some podcasts like what I'm doing right now, or creating a video. Like you could be a digital creator. You know, the point is not all the time that we are 100% able, 100% ready and committed to do the things that we want to do the things that we commit ourselves to do. Some days we felt really lazy, that to the point we tend to procrastinate. This 2 minute rule will help you. Look, will definitely help you beat those procrastination. Now, I am just giving this example like based on my own experience because it works for me, definitely. And I can't say no to it. I felt the reward every day, physically, mentally. It doesn't mean that I am getting smarter, but you know the way when you do the things that you said you're gonna do, it feels like fulfilling, especially if that is commitment. Even simple skills or good habits, that means a lot. It also a way for showing yourself how much you care, how much you love yourself. That is why, when you feel like you value yourself more, you never tolerate those people who's gonna treat you like shit. Now, this 2 minute rule is quite useful to me because it helps me maintain my basic two, uh, well, I consider this as good habits, reading and workout. You know, how this 2 minute rule, make it work in the longest time. So, what I actually do, you know, when I wake up in the morning and I think about working out, look, it's not every day that I would love, I'd be happy enough to do that. It's not every day that I have energy to read and focus my attention to what I'm reading. It's not every day that, even looking at the dumbbells and looking at my exercise space, area downstairs, it's not all the time that I'll be happy enough to look at it. But the thing about this 2 minute rule is that when I start, when I give myself a chance to do it, like even just merely showing up, like picking up the dumbbell or warming up, which will only take less than 2 minutes or could be more than 2 minutes, 3 minutes. When I start, you know, by merely just showing up to the exercise area, like even just doing some warm ups or picking up a dumbbell or standing up in that mat, exercise mat, that's already a 2 minute rule for me. That once I get into that point, like, showing up, like trying to move my body in the exercise area, that is the start of the session. What I'm trying to say is when I start warming up, it signals my brain to really continue that beyond 2 minutes. When I read the book, unless if I'm not interested, I just give myself maybe a page. And then when I see that, it's really interesting. And then next page and the next page. My target is, before 10 10 pages. But when I read, it also depends on the book though. When I read marketing books, books with numbers, topics with numbers, it would take me a while to finish that 10 pages. Otherwise, if I'm reading self-help books, fiction, 10 pages could be like not enough. But the point is, I didn't break the consistency of the habit. I am doing it every day. So that is the best part. That is the bottom line. That is the point of this 2 minute rule. 2 minute rule. So just focus on overcoming procrastination by lowering the initial barrier. Just give yourself a chance to show up. And even if I am really tired from work, like super tired, I just I just sit on my desk and open the book, read one page, even though I felt like sleepy. I still do that. And after even just looking at the book and first sentence, maybe just the entire page, and I'm finished. That is 2 minutes. It means that I never break the habit. That is real commitment. And often I found out that once I started, and I naturally continued beyond 2 minutes, especially when I like, when I'm really badly interested about the topic that I'm reading, or when I start working out, like warming up, and then after warm up, automatically I'm gonna grab the dumbbell. I'm gonna grab you know, the the exercise band for the back and the chest. I immediately grab for the what else you could I could use for exercise. Look, I find a way. The bench. Everything starts with small. That is why maybe that's a reason, why small is terrible. And even on days, it is indeed true that I only do 10 minutes. I mean, sorry, 2 minutes of reading when I am super stressed from work. But workout, though, I complete it for upper and lower body exercise. For reading, once again, there are days when I just look at the book and read the first page and I go to sleep because I am badly tired. But I didn't break the habit. I still show up for myself, to do the things, doing the things that I said to myself I'm going to do consistently. So the main thing is consistency and to build the habit in the long run because it's useful though. Other than the physical benefits, even the mental benefits of exercise, yes, I've gained that. And yeah, reading didn't make me smart enough, but I have learned a lot. I've applied it every day in money, relationships, and even my own physical health and the way I think. Reading saved my life. I have no role models way back, when I was a child, when I was in the Philippines. I have not enough role models, even though my family do love me so much. I've not enough role model for, the kind of person I want to be. I've only seen those people on the book first, and then I follow them. I check them out on social media, and then eventually buy a couple of books from them. So because of reading, I have found out that people think differently, and you know, I can simply just figure out what to do by getting some options from different authors from different brains. And look, just make sure that you are, or you and me, are settling to those principles or philosophies which is still useful nowadays, not on those obsolete principles and philosophies. That is in terms of knowledge and reading and what you can get even from your own personal experience and everything. So that's how it goes. And when you apply this 2 minute rule, though, over time, this approach will help you build habits, just like I. Even even bad habits though, like vaping, you just have to buy a vape and then try it for. That's only less than 2 minutes buying a vape and then put it on your mouth and then sniff. I mean, like sip it. I don't know how it works, but you can even use the 2 minute rule, building bad habits. And since you know how to build bad habits, then it can also be used for good habits. Now that's how easy the 2 minute rule is, and you can also use it for yourself until to the point that the skill or the good habit, like what I have, reading and regular exercise, is already part of my routine without feeling overwhelmed. I just started. Like, show up. Just give myself a chance. Just standing there. That signals my brain to start a little bit and continue beyond 2 minutes. So that is my way to keep the consistency of the habit, the habit that I want to be to have in my life, as well as to, also my way of showing commitment, my way of showing not giving up on myself, and the way 2 minute rule means everything to me. So I hope you get something from this, you know, episode today, because yeah, it does help me a lot, and I hope you can start out something useful and use the 2 minute rule too. So if you ever love this content today, you can share it to your family and friends. You can follow me in YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, even in Amazon Podcasts. Reinforce Me Club. This is Anne, by the way, your fellow positive reinforcer. I do appreciate your time and have a lovely day ahead.